In studio, new defensive end Joe Tryon-Shoyinka joining us. Joe, good to see you, man. Welcome to town. One day in, day two practice coming this afternoon. How's it going so far? How do you like town? How do you like the facilities, the building, the team, all of it?
I'm loving it all. We all a bunch of hungry dogs out here. We all got a mindset that we're trying to be the best, and it seems like the whole atmosphere of the team has got a lot of focus and a lot of emphasis on toughness, and it's been a test. But I think you can't really get changed without being challenged, and it's definitely a positive opportunity for all of us to go out and just start the season the way we want to. Day two, defense, we got to fly around. We got a lot of goals we want to lead the league and takeaways, sacks, interceptions, all those things. So we got to just continue to work, put one foot in front of the other, and just have fun. But it's been good, Cleveland. I appreciate y'all welcoming me, and I didn't think it was gonna bring this type of heat, but I'm ready for it.
It won't last.
Yeah,
and by the way,
no.
there will come a time you're wishing it's back.
Hey.
I promise you that. Although you played in Washington, the Pacific Northwest, a little bit about when it gets a little cold, a little gray.
Yeah.
What was it like going back to kind of your free agency process? For the first time probably since you went to Washington, being recruited again. And going through that and deciding and getting to decide as a free agent, okay, this is the right fit for me. So what was that process like, and what led you to the conclusion that, Cleveland is the place I want to be?
Just trying to get as many opportunities as possible. And Cleveland has a great defense. Schwartz has an amazing philosophy that just allows the defensive line to basically just pin their ears back and attack and not really read. So just the whole process was pretty simple. I sat down. I just kind of watched the film. I seen the Browns' defensive film over my career, and they always pop out, flash out. So I thought it's something I wanted to be a part of for sure.
How nice is it that you don't have to worry about dropping, and maybe there'll be a wrinkle here or there because you've done in the past, but you're just you can stand up on a 2-point stance, put your hand in the dirt, and just go forward.
Man, it's a good feeling, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility. If we're not producing, then our DBs are in a bad position, but that's why we're putting so much emphasis in meshing the coverage with our pass rush so we can be a dominant defense like we're supposed to be.
The investment that's been made by this organization on the defensive side of the ball, obviously Mason Graham coming in as a fourth-round pick. First, second-round pick was a linebacker in Carson. Obviously, Miles' contract gets done. This is the identity of this team, and we've talked about this a lot. Whatever this team is, it's going to probably be set by you all. What are you sensing in terms of the tone from the defensive side early on here, and how appealing was that for you in your decision to come here?
Just overall tone. I think it was just a great opportunity for the defense to just lead and push each other. When you have a great defense going out and attacking the offense every day, it rises the level of competition throughout the whole team. It raises expectations for both sides of the ball. So, that's just a great opportunity. And like you said, we got to be able to lead, and then it's going to just keep bringing everyone else up in the building.
How do you feel about two things? I'll ask in two different questions. The first is, you're not going to get double-teamed, and most likely if you're on the opposite side of Myles Garrett, protection will be sliding away from you. That has to be appealing, knowing that
for sure.
It's just going to be one-on-one pretty much every time you rush the passer.
That's an amazing opportunity. I don't know who else in the defensive end position would want to be anywhere else other than that situation. You can't really explain a better spot. So definitely an amazing opportunity for any defender here, and I'm excited.
And then the other part is different than some teams. Some teams are like, these are our starters, and they're going to play 90% of the snaps. Yeah. And, when they need a rest, they'll come in. Jim Schwartz, at least in the years that he's been here thus far, it's waves. And I'm sure Jacques Césaire has told you that. Everybody's going to play. So when you are playing, you are going to be fresh because everybody's going to get those opportunities. Is that something that you've experienced before, and is that something that's appealing as well?
I've experienced it to a sense, but the whole waves things is a bunch of fresh legs ready to go out and attack the offensive line, and then we're just going to keep doing it. And we're all hungry to impact the game. We all want to do that. So that's what these couple days in camp, we got to continue to grind and just put that work in so it shows up in the fall.
Pretty good iron versus iron too with that offensive line that we have in terms of and as now that you are a veteran, you're this far into your career, how do you balance you got to go as hard as you can, every rep counts, but also it's a long camp, you have to take care of yourself too. How is that balance like for you? What have you learned in your career on that front?
It's just you got to lead by example. There's a bunch of people, a bunch of young dudes watching. They're trying to figure out their way in the league. So as a veteran, you got to be able to put your best foot forward. You got to continue to show your best side, and even when you're tired, you got to show them that this is what it's like to be a pro. This is what it takes, and it's not going to be easy. And we don't want it to be easy. Like I said, you ain't gonna get changed without being challenged. So that's kind of where I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Is it wild in your NFL life that you blink and here you are? I think Miles is obviously the veteran. Julian may have 1 year on you, and then you're one of the older guys in the room all of a sudden.
It's surreal. It's like, dang, the whole league round is just you grow up quick, man. You mature quick, and then you learn quick. So yeah, I'm excited. But I'm blessed to be where I'm at, and I think the young guys are all hungry. So I'm in a good position to even have the right mindset where I know I could be speaking to these guys, and they're actually taking it in and something that's going to help them in their career.
It kind of feels like the perfect fit for your game here.
Yeah.
I mean, really does. I mean, the more the talk and the more you kind of figure out what we're going to be and what you're about as a player, kind of a match made in heaven thing here, it seems like.
Man, I mean, it's
hopefully.
kind of where it's going towards. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm definitely amped up thinking about that.
Yeah.
The whole way, I got thinking about the waves right now. Like,
yeah.
I got to get ready.
To mess some stuff up, dog.
It's such an interesting thing, in the league where you come in someplace and you were there drafted in the first round with Tampa for the 4 years, and now you walk into a new room and you have goals for yourself and you have goals obviously for this team.
Yeah.
What's it kind of like just coming into a completely new locker room? Because you've really only known one way of what camp has looked like and one way of what the locker room's been like. And people change every year. Obviously, that's the nature of the NFL. The roster churns. But this is a totally kind of new experience for you. What's kind of just been your impression of coming in, the facilities you're working with, everything, and coming in and how it's been for you kind of acclimating?
Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting process for me. I love it. Something about me is I'm cool with change. I'm not really worried about my process staying the same. I want it to be elevating. So coming here, the strength staff, they got a great program. They're working us hard. They're specialized in certain things that help us out on the field, and they're really excited to even do that. So having to personalize opportunities with the trainers, strength staff, nutritionists, they all put it in place, and they want you to use them for what they're used for. They have all the resources, all the knowledge. So coming here has just been.
You came at a good time too.
Yeah,
brand new weight room,
I'm looking around. We got like
all
a
the facility.
walkthrough.
Yeah,
I go in there. We got like a walkthrough,
like virtual reality kind of thing.
You can put the film on the wall and walk through the plays like it's in front of you. So I mean, it's pretty state of the art, and I'm excited.
What do you know about these fans and a Sunday in front of the Dog Pound? That's the Dog Pound 40th anniversary logo there, and
Come on.
I love it. It looks great. What do you know about what it means to be a Cleveland Brown and what this organization means to these fans?
Man, it's everything. It's definitely everything, and I've seen it on TV. I've watched all those games where it's like a Thursday night game. Y'all playing in the snow. It's super windy, but the fans are still there. They lit. They loving it. It's an atmosphere I want to be a part of. So I definitely am embracing the Cleveland, Dog Pound for sure.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring it. All right, I have to ask you. I grew up on the West Coast as well.
Yeah.
You went to Washington. Like, how can we be living in a world without the Pac-12?
That doesn't make sense to me. I'm looking around like the Big Ten and where we're traveling and thinking about all the history in the Pac-12 and just Pac-10.
Pac-10 even?
Pac-10, freaking all the greats, bro. So, I mean, it hurts my head to think about.
Agreed. Totally.
I'm like, so I'll play college football 25, and I'm like, I'll make the old Pac-12, and I'll put all the teams in it. So I'm like, I'm running my dynasty, trying to get it back. I'm like, man, I got to get back in my old ways.
Did you grow up wanting to go to Washington?
I was just a Pac-10, Washington, Cal, all those schools.
Okay.
I loved it.
I know, man.
Cool
it's
logo,
crazy.
You know what I mean? So, and we get to go up to like Utah and all those cool schools. So it's just something weird just to think about. It doesn't exist.
My uncle.
it exists, but like Texas State or something is in it now.
It
or
doesn't
something.
exist.
Yeah, I
It's
don't want to hear about
different.
it anymore, bro.
My uncle was
Apple
a
Cup's not even at the end of
Nothing
now.
against Texas State, but I'm just saying that's not the Pac-12.
No, and the Apple Cup down at the end of the year, like just
they doing that like it's
it's
the
early.
week 3 or something like last year.
So now you guys close with Oregon.
Yeah.
Which I know you guys hate them, but I
that's
mean,
another.
it's a big time
Yeah.
rival. But yeah, it's crazy. That's a Big
Yeah.
Ten game.
Yeah, my uncle Zago, may he rest in peace, was a professor at the U of A, so I was a Pac-10 guy my whole life.
Yeah.
Man. It's just sad. Well,
It
We are
happened
thrilled
when
to
he
have
was
you,
there.
man.
The mismanagement all happened there.
It's
That's when it all
insane.
went to heck.
I know.
There was a window where that league should have never, ever fallen apart.
No.
But it's some of the worst leadership in the history of sports led to it. It's crazy what happened at the top.
No,
It's
it
terrible.
It was definitely one of those things like the players didn't want it to happen.
No.
None of the fans wanted it to happen.
In the last year,
Yeah.
they were playing in the national championship game.
Yeah.
Washington was in the national
They
championship
just won the
game.
Pac-12 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
They blew it.
All right, before we get you out of here, what's one thing I always like to ask people when they come to the team? What's one thing you want Browns fans to either know about you or to think about when they see, Tryon-Shoyinka on the back of your jersey? What's one thing you want them to think about you, whether football related or just you as a person?
Yeah, shoot. I'm human just like you guys. I love my family. I try to take care of my family the best way I can. I try to wake up, put one foot in front of the other. I try to be as human as I can. That's kind of how I look at it.
Just a much larger, more athletic human
That's
than
right.
the rest of us.
Y'all can do it too.
Man, it is great meeting you. It's great seeing you here in studio. Good luck this season. I
course.
think it's going to be a great one for you and this defense. Joe, thank you so much, bud.
Appreciate you having me.